Alright, Mr. Admiral Trenchcoat of Arms. Kit reveal. So, first up, obviously, the basic. It says unfinished business, Omicron. Come on. How many limbs does he have? Jeez. He's got those hairy ones and then, like, the robotic ones. Oh, he's just got 6 arms and 2 legs. And he's hanging out with Watt. I think he's C or something, or everybody went before when they thought that C and Watt was a great combo. Deal special damage to target enemy and shock them for 2 turns. If the target was already shocked, stun them for 1 turn. During Trench's turn, allies with tactical supremacy gain a heal over time and a protection over time, 10% for 2 turns. The Omicron, while in territory wars. Cool. During Trench's turn, inflict ability block on target enemy for 1 turn which can't be dispelled or resisted, and reduce their critical damage by 20%, stacking until the end of the encounter. If target enemy was already debuffed, remove 50% turn meter from them. Non-droid separatist allies recover 30% health and protection. Okay. That's it. That's an Omicron for territory. I mean, it's on a basic, so you're doing this all the time, but still. Inflict ability block on target enemy for 1 turn. Can't be dispelled or resisted and reduce their critical damage to 20%. If they were already debuffed, remove 50% turn meter from them. Like, I mean, I guess that's okay. I don't know. Special 1, net positive. Zeta, cooldown 3. Shoots something at you. Boom. Yeah, that is decent. I mean, I don't know why it's only territory wars, but, you gotta think you're doing special damage, you're shocking them, stunning them, and then doing all this crap, too. On a basic. Oh, look at him being Spidey over here. Well, he is a spider. Never mind. That makes sense. Dispel buffs. Deal special damage to target enemy. Inflict stagger for 2 turns. And call all other non-droid separatist allies to assist. Non-droid separatist allies gain tactical supremacy for 2 turns, which can't be copied. Trench gains protection up 40% for 2 turns, and other separatist allies gain protection up 20% for 2 turns. Wow, that's rude. Tactical supremacy plus 30% critical damage and potency. Recover 10% protection at the start of turn. If dispelled, recover 40% health and gain advantage and foresight for 2 turns at the end of that turn. Gain advantage and foresight? I don't think I've ever seen that combo before. First off, from one character like this. Second off, just in general, I don't think I've ever seen anybody who has advantage and foresight. Doesn't seem to ever go together. It's like you always have one or the other. Alrighty. Leader, feared tactician. It's Omicron, duh. He probably has 3 since he's a Conquest character. Final text. Separatist allies have plus 30% max health, max protection, and potency. And they have plus 10% speed. Excludes Galactic Legend allies. For each ally with tech and each enemy with extortion. Is this where people were dumb from the developers' insights? What does tech mean? Duh. Oh man, so that speed could really build up. That's what they were talking about before. Yeah, because each ally with tech, Watt Tambor would constantly be laying that down. And then each enemy with extortion, new gun ray. Yeah, spam him. Whenever a separatist ally inflicts a debuff on an enemy, they gain 20% offense for 3 turns, stacking limit once per turn. While a separatist ally has a tech, they have plus 100% potency. When a non-Geonosian separatist ally gains Bactoid shield generator tech, they dispel stealth from themselves, and while they have Bactoid shield generator tech, they are immune to stealth and gain 100% critical avoidance and defense. What? They dispel stealth from themselves and then they're immune from it? So what is that? Like a forced taunt, basically? I mean, if you can't go under stealth and you're actively resisting it. I don't want to be stealthy. While a separatist ally has a heal over time, they have plus 30% counter chance. And while they have a protection over time, they have plus 30% defense penetration. While an enemy has burning, they can't assist, counterattack, or gain bonus turn meter. Burning? Okay, I was gonna say, who has burning? I was thinking it was R2, but no, Django can do that too. That is weirdly specific though. Like, it really is counting on you putting Django in this squad. Which, is okay. I mean, Separatist, he is a Separatist, makes sense. But I like Django in my Bounty Hunter squad, so... Not like I'm gonna have this guy anytime soon, but I'm just saying. While in territory wars, non-droid Separatist allies have plus 50% mastery and plus 75% max health and max protection. Separatist allies with tech can't have their turn meter reduced. Enemies with extortion will be critically hit if able. What exactly does that mean? Critically hit if able? Does that mean like if they have foresight? Because otherwise, how else would you not be able? Whenever an enemy dispels a debuff, Separatist allies gain 10% turn meter, limit once per turn. The first time each enemy is reduced below 100% health, excluding summons, Separatist allies gain 20% offense, stacking, and 5 speed, stacking until the end of the battle. First time each enemy is reduced below 100%. Ooh. I mean, their whole focus here is to not use Geos or droids, but like I'm just thinking about all the characters that quite possibly could benefit from this. I mean, think about Grievous in here. 75% max health. Grievous's whole shtick is the more health he has, the more damage output he has. So give him plus 75% health. Whenever he's taking a turn, he's going to be hitting like crazy. On top of that, you give him the 20% offense. Now his hits not only are stronger because he has so much more health, but they're just stronger because they are. He can be really extreme with the amount of damage he's putting out. Oh, never mind. This said non-droid Separatist allies have plus 75% health. I'm an idiot. So never mind. They are specifically trying to be dickheads to Grievous, probably then. That's why it has to be non-droid Separatists. Because otherwise, what does it matter for? Who cares if B1 has more health or B2 or Droidica? It's only Grievous that matters. Well, they ruined an awesome opportunity there then. What dicks. Anyways, Unique 1. I smell fear, and it smells good. Zeta Omicron. Final attacks. At the start of battle, Admiral Trech loses 50% max health and gains that much max protection. That's weird. Usually it goes the other way. They lose their protection, then gain that much health. This guy's losing half of his health, but gaining it as protection? That's... why? That seems dumb, because once protection's gone, it's gone. While Trech is active, Separatist allies have plus 50% potency. At the start of his turn, he gains a protection over time, 10% for 2 turns. While Trech has protection up, he is immune to buff immunity and healing immunity. Okay, that's good for him. The first time... oh, that's also probably why he needs that extra protection. I mean, this says protection up, which is an active buff, but still. The first time each enemy loses all protection, at the end of that turn they are feared for 1 turn, which can't be dispelled, evaded, or resisted. The first time each enemy loses all protection, at the end of that turn they are feared. What is feared? Is it like you're inflicting fear on the enemies? Or is that like some kind of new mechanic? Now they're feared. Whenever another non-droid Separatist ally is damaged by an attack, defeated or evades, Trech has a 50% chance to gain 100% turn meter limit once per turn. Whenever an enemy dispels protection up from Trech, they are inflicted with a shock for 2 turns, which can't be evaded or resisted. You know, I know Pop does shock, but what the F does shock actually do? I can't think of it offhand. And they keep talking about shock on his basic does shock, this thing does shock. Well, it's not really a move, it's a unique, but still it's a mechanic that has shock in it. Anyways, while in territory wars, why does it always come out weird when I try to say that? Whenever an enemy resists a debuff from a Separatist ally, they lose 10% tenacity, stacking, and 10% critical damage, stacking, for 3 turns. The first time Trech's health is reduced below 75%, he recovers 100% health and gains foresight, protection up 50%, and tenacity up for 2 turns. While a Separatist ally has a heal over time, health recovery on them is increased by 15%. While a Separatist ally has a protection over time, protection recovery on them is increased by 15%. Allies with tactical supremacy have plus 25 speed. recovery. So they're talking about the time? Like, what exactly does this mean? The recovery on them is increased by that. Are they saying how much more they're going to get? Yeah, maybe they're saying how much more. So, if you're only going to get 10 health, and you increase that by 15%, that's 1.5 extra health, so you're getting 11.5 health. New effects. Tactical Supremacy. Tactical Supremacy is plus 30% critical damage and potency, and you recover 10% protection at the start of turn. If it's dispelled, you recover 40% health and gain foresight and advantage for 2 turns. Although it doesn't really work like that, because if you go, then you lose advantage right away, and then foresight if somebody attacks you, so it's only 1 turn anyways. Relic. Swagger Stick. It's weird, why are they showing us his relic? Community. Well, seems like this will make me focus on Conquest again. Can the territory war openers be bolded for easy reading? Oh. What? Can the territory war openers be bolded for easy reading? Okay. Sorry about that. I think I got them all. Let me know. Oh, I see. Must just be something that, yeah. Given his lead gives mastery increase, I guess it's safe to assume it's expected for Trech teams to take out Galactic Legends in Territory War. That's what I initially thought, but I don't know, because it's only plus 50%. And GLs can do, like, it's per their relic level or something, right? So I think GLs would still be better. It's just Trech teams are kind of going to be competitive now with GLs. Yep, perfect. And to double check, is it plus 10 speed or 10% speed on the leadership? Cool character. The second paragraph also applies to territory wars, correct? That's what I was assuming. I mean, most certain that it's 10%. It is like a combination of Django and Newt Lead. Newt Lead gave 15% speed for each enemy with extortion. I assume the intention is to simulate that speed gain on Newt Lead. So I guess C needs his own lifter unit now. Yeah, because Newt. But Newt never really was. You put Kylo SLKR up against him, boom, tears that right up. Like, he wasn't really much of a lifter unit to begin with. He wears it on his back. Oh, get it? So, are we expecting some kind of change to Watt Tech or to Django, or am I missing something? Django is not a tank, therefore won't taunt. So I don't see why putting that tech on him would give a benefit. Edit, never mind. Dooku will put everyone else under stealth, so you will have to attack Django, who has immunity. Is that what happens? A territory war conquest character? What? The last one sits alone in the chamber of conquest characters I didn't unlock. I hope this one lives to the conquest name because the art team did a really good job. A pretty good job. Oh look, another dual screen thing. Just like the last 2 GLs, the last 2 legendaries, and the last 2 DC sets. Detective Comics? And 5 of the previous 8 Conquest units. And most of the best Omicrons. What the heck are you trying to say? Yeah, it's not an easy time to like the light side tunes. Oh, look at DS's dark side? Use Dooku's second special. It took me a minute to figure that one out. Edit. Made before previous comment was edited. Well, that's disappointing. I really wanted something to do with the timeline of the new territory war or a lifter unit for GL Luke. I don't even know who this guy is. The timeline of the new TR. Yeah, that would be cool, actually. Something for Rise of the Empire. Because Separatist is way before the Rise of the Empire, so lifter for GL Luke. I mean, he kind of needs a lifter now because he was good before, but now that you have Kenobi steals half of his squad that you'd put with him, so now there's like no good Jedi left for Luke. Galactic Republican Field JMK, 501st, Qui-Gon, and Bad Batch. A third Separatist team doesn't seem out of place. I know, Galactic Republic, there's a lot of... I guess that does make sense, though. Separatists were the main opponents of the Galactic Republic. Watch Clone Wars. Also, lifter unit for JML. I mean, I really do not get people who say he is bad. Guy hits like a truck. Literally 100k per turn on Relic 9. What else do you want? LOL. Is that true? I gotta get mine to Relic 9 if he can hit that hard. I only have him Relic 8. I'm leaning more toward putting the Mactoid on Dooku to tank as he counters. Gets damage bonus on said counters. Gets crit immunity. Gains turn meter. Regains protection. Can't be countered or evaded. And can inflict ability block and or stun. All of that before Trech even gets involved. Dooku to tank as he counters. Gets the bonus damage on said counters. Yeah, I mean, if that strategy would work, because Dooku does love his counterattacks, so... Damage immunity on Jango from the get-go makes him a strong contender for the tank spot, but I guess we'll see. Shrug. The problem is that you still need to get the turn with Dooku to get that strat going. It'll be a little easier with the 10% speed boost from the first one attack, but still, he can be run by many teams. The route excludes Galactic Legend allies, encumbering Separatist GL. Well, maybe you're just an idiot and put someone else in there. I mean, I was thinking Jabba the Hutt before, but he ain't really Separatist now, is he? I didn't even think of that. He's from the Empire back with that Luke. Way after the Separatist days. A quick Google search told me as much. I've seen a couple episodes, but I didn't love it. I mean, he's not wrong. It is a weird show. It's kind of boring, but still, it's Star Wars, so I'm going to enjoy it eventually. I know where he is from. I'm just disappointed. I never said Geo Luke was bad, but a lifter unit would be a lot more fun. Or someone like Cal Kestis, another Separatist, is just boring. Yeah, I mean, having a lifter unit doesn't mean that you're bad. I mean, General Kenobi has a lifter with Kat, and, like, he's still pretty awesome. She just makes the squad as a whole that much more awesome. We need Trech's cap ship to beat some of these DS fleet battles. As always, the problem. They present the problem is what you meant, maybe? And then dangle the solution out of your reach. It is the nature of these games. One of the nice things for me is that Trech would allow you to assemble a nice squad out of what are currently leftover pieces, but leftovers that are all high relic because they've been required for GLs or capital ships. By taking just Trech to Relic 7, I automatically have a strong squad for DS neutral route TB all the way through P3. The downside, of course, is that now we will need a lifter unit for C. Other than that, what? I hope that gets released very soon. No, GLs shouldn't need lifters. They're a dang GL. They're supposed to be super OP. He should be able to handle his own. You know, maybe if they didn't make him so crappy, like, he seems cool on the surface with his, you know, big shock ability that can kill the two characters that are linked. But in practice, he's super easy to kill. We needed Trech 2 years ago to be the capital ship of Providence instead of the malevolence that we got. Oh my word, there's too many oh my god, the community had so much to say. I don't want to keep reading this anymore. I don't care. I usually just read this as a joke anyways, just to see what people are goofing on. So yeah, that's all I got. That's all they got for now. I'm not going to be unlocking this guy anytime soon since he's a Conquest character, so there's that. But yeah, if you stayed to the end with me, thanks for doing so. And until next time, I said see ya.